Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest Chelsea transfer news. It's popping off. Absolute madness, chaos happening all over the place. We've got a lot to get through to keep you updated over the last 12 hours. If you have missed out on the earlier video, from here on in, you're going to get 2 pieces of content on a daily basis, sometimes even 3, because the news is just, it's smashing through. It is absolutely smashing through. Obviously, the transfer window is now open for all Club World Cup teams that are participating, and Chelsea are moving mad. Some parts of it is good, mad. Some parts of it is probably not the kind of madness that we're looking for. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first up, Jadon Sancho. Judgment Day coming up for Jadon Sancho. It's very simple, very clear. Jadon Sancho, as long as you can reduce your wage, your salary that you were getting from Man United, there is no way you're going to get those wages at Chelsea Football Club. We are probably going to do this too. And looking at some of our targets in the wing areas that we're linked with, or the ones that seems like we're getting, Jamie Gittens, we're going to get to that, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to happen. That's 100% happening. Looking at those links, and you've already seen my earlier video today in regards to Jamie Gittens, it's a bit underwhelming for me. For me, Jamie Gittens feels like, sure, potential, sure, could be something great, but it's another kid, 20-year-old. It doesn't give me that vibe of going for the Premier League, going for the Champions League. It gives me another season of going for top 4. So when I see those sort of links, Jadon Sancho, do you know what? We might as well keep him. We might as well just keep Jadon Sancho. At least he's going to be 26. At least he's got some experience in the Champions League where he's done well. I know Gittens got Champions League experience, but he's younger. He's a lot younger. So might as well keep Jadon Sancho. But the stipulation here is, Jadon, you got to reduce your wage bill, and then it's a bargain. To be honest, 25 million pounds is the obligation fee. For me, you're not going to get this level of player. And I know Jadon Sancho is not some extreme level of player, but for 25 million, I don't think you're going to get this type of quality anywhere else. So, ladies and gentlemen, important hours coming very, very soon. As Fabrizio Romano is saying here, it's crucial hours for Chelsea and Jadon Sancho. Today, tomorrow, let's say this week, Chelsea will make a decision on him. Get ready for the Jadon Sancho case. They're negotiating contract terms. So, look, Chelsea want to keep him. He wants to stay. You saw how excited he was post the Conference League. He was singing, Chelsea songs and whatnot. He doesn't want to return back to Man United into that, well, I was going to say hellhole, but Man United doing some madness. Mbuemo wants Man United. They've already got Cunha. They're moving mad. They are moving mad. So, look, Sancho doesn't want to go back. He wants to stay at Chelsea Football Club. Wages, hopefully, will be within our bracket, and 25 million. Let's see, Jadon Sancho, I beg you, next season, it's got to be a stellar season. You got to lift. You got to show us how you can score a lot more goals and assist a lot more. So hopefully that will be the case. My preference would have been to send him back with that 5 million. But now, you know what? Let's keep him. Let's keep him. And maybe second season under Enzo Maresca could be golden age for Jadon Sancho. Next up, Jamie Gittens is currently being chased by Chelsea before the Club World Cup gets going in the United States. We reported this earlier today, UK time. If you've missed out on that video, check it out. Quite early UK time, this news dropped. Jamie Gittens, ladies and gentlemen, I think is happening. Chelsea like him. And look, all of this stuff is apparently being pushed by Joe Shields. Joe Shields is going out there and getting every City Academy, ex-Academy players, and bringing them together, creating the Avengers. Apparently, right now, all recruitments, and he is the head of recruitment, right? Joe Shields is getting pushed by Joe Shields. And if you look at our team, you're Romeo Lavia, Cole Palmer, Joe Shields himself, Enzo Maresca was ex-Manchester City. And the list goes on. We've been linked with many other players. I'm sure I've missed so many others. Jamie Gittens is also ex-Manchester City Academy. But as I said, there's plenty more. That Tosin is also from Manchester City Academy. Jadon Sancho is also from Manchester City Academy. Look, Jamie Gittens, ladies and gentlemen, seems like it is moving, and we are going to try and get this done. Chukwuemeka potentially will be staying at Dortmund. I'm sure there is, some sort of a deal that's going to happen there. Me, I don't think this is a needle mover. Personally, I don't think this is a needle mover, but it's certain now we're gonna get rid of Noni Madueke, and Michaela Mudryk is also need to be moved on. A lot of people have been saying Tyreek George. I missed that out on my last video when I was talking about Jamie Gittens. Tyreek George, we've got Tyreek George. I mean, we should be trying to build him up. As I've said, last season when we were in the summer transfer window, Michael Olise was a needle mover, right? If you're not a needle mover, then you might as well keep building your youth, because sure, Gittens might be a bit ahead of Tyreek George in terms of development, but how much ahead? Miles ahead? Tyreek George has shown good quality, he's shown good improvement, but I don't know. We're going with Jamie Gittens. For me, it's a bit underwhelming. You guys let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. Next up, Chelsea remain very active in the race of Hugo Ekitike. Further talks have taken place, but more teams are showing interest in him. Frankfurt is not ruling out the possibility of him leaving in the current transfer window. The demanded package remains 84 million, no offers yet. Look, Gittens, Ekitike, and Dilap. We've got news about Dilap. I think this is it. This is our target. This is our two strikers. I think Nicholas Jackson's going to go move. Ekitike, I don't know how Liverpool's going to do this business, because they've spent a lot of money on Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, and Milos Kerkez. It's happening. Frimpong's already done. Florian Wirtz and Kerkez is going to happen after that. How much money do they have left over? I don't think they can do 84 million. I don't think we should do 84 million either. I don't think we will do 84 million. Player wants to join Chelsea Football Club. That's the words that's been floating about. And we will probably get that reduced. If we get that reduced to somewhere around 60 million-ish, including add-ons, in that 60 million, I think this deal will be done. 84 million for Hugo Ekitike. Wow, that's just 84 million. Oh my god, that's a lot of money. That is a lot. A lot of people are saying that he could be potentially like Alexander Isak. A lot of people inside Chelsea Football Club believe that, yeah, he's the next big thing. So even then, 84 million for me is incredible piece of money. We are looking to reduce that, but this is a concrete link. This is the second striker that we're going for, and that will be the strike force, Dilap and Hugo Ekitike. I believe Nicholas Jackson will move on. Talks are intensifying between Benfica and Chelsea over Joao Felix. His return to Portugal has never been so close. So this is coming from a Record Portugal. I'm not sure how much we can trust Record Portugal, but when it comes to Portuguese news, fair enough. Look, he doesn't have a future at Chelsea Football Club. He needs to move on. He's been thrown around everywhere. Now he's done a full circle, probably going back to Benfica. And look, for his sake, I hope he does well at Benfica. Look, there's been rumors about Galatasaray as well. I don't know whether that's going to happen. Benfica, I rate this move. Go back to Benfica, kickstart your career again, and see what happens. But Chelsea future is finito for Joao Felix. That's not happening. Enzo Maresca don't want him. I think Joao Felix doesn't mind staying at Chelsea, but when the manager is not in favor, there's no chance. Next up, goalkeeper news, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Sanchez and Georgia Petrovic are on the market for clubs looking for new goalkeeper. Petrovic is in the market. See, what did I tell you? A lot of you guys were like, oh no, Petrovic cannot be in the market. He's up for sale. He's up for sale. So Robert Sanchez, rightly so, needs to be up for sale. But Petrovic, I thought, you know what? I don't even mind. Keep him as a goalkeeper. But this now leaves us with Jorgensen and Penders. Now, I don't think any of those two are ready to be number one goalkeeper, which means we're probably going for a goalkeeper. Now, what type of goalkeeper are we going for? We shall see. But Robert Sanchez and Petrovic are up for sale. Sanchez 100% needs to be. Petrovic, after having such a stellar season with Strasbourg, still up for sale. But that's the model. That's the model, ladies and gentlemen, at Chelsea Football Club under this new ownership. This is how it rolls right now. Let me know your thoughts about the Petrovic situation. It is understood Chelsea are open for offers for Noni Madueke. There is a feeling that his development has stalled. I mean, look, the amount of hate I got for talking about Noni Madueke and how he's not Chelsea level player. is incredible. And now he's up in the market for sale. We're getting Gittens, we're keeping Sancho. We still got Pedro Neto. We're getting Esteval Willian coming through after the Club World Cup. Yeah, there is no space for someone like Noni Madueke. And, now that Mbeumo is choosing Man United, Newcastle looking for a winger. Newcastle have always been interested in Noni Madueke and looks like he might potentially move there. So Madueke's time at Chelsea Football Club is coming to an end. Liam Delap has completed also a final part of medical test at Chelsea and can be considered a new Chelsea player. 30 million move completed from Ipswich. Look, I'm excited about this. I just wanted another experienced striker next to him. That's not going to happen. It's going to be Hugo Ekitike. I'm excited for Liam Dilap. I think there is a serious level of striker here, but one that still needs to develop, one that still has a lot of things to work on. But I'm very keen to see him in Club World Cup. Hopefully none of these under-21 shenanigans happen and he can feature for us in Club World Cup. And I can't wait for the announcement. I think this is a very, very smart business. This is definitely great business. We can criticize the ownership, the directorship for different, acquisitions like Jamie Gittens, we can criticize that. But Liam Delap is definitely one we can say, that's great business. 30 million, I'm pretty sure the wages are not going to be that, not going to be that expensive, not going to be that expensive. And he's going to be a very, very good player for us. Next up, official confirmed. Dario Essugo joins Chelsea with immediate effect from Sporting for 22.3 million transfer fee. Deal sealed in March and now announced for the Portuguese midfielder, contract valid until June 2033. I mean, wow, how many years is that? That's 8 years. Death row contract for Dario Essugo. We knew about this a long time ago. Obviously, now it's been made official. Chelsea Football Club have announced this literally a few hours back. Another purchase that I don't mind, 22 million, and he's going to be a backup to Moses Caicedo. And I think it's once again, we can say great business. I've seen some footage of him for Las Palmas. It looks like a pretty decent player. Obviously, still a developing player, still got a lot more to prove and become a finished product. But as an understudy to Moses Caicedo, why not? In the Club World Cup, I think this will come in handy. He can play the first few matches in the Club World Cup in the group stages while Moses Caicedo gets a little bit more rest. And next season, we definitely need to give Caicedo the rest here and there, and someone like Essugo can fill in and hopefully can do a job and in time can grow into a supreme level midfielder. So I don't mind that one bit. I think that type of business, when you've already got a superstar in Moses Caicedo, is good. You can start building someone up. And for 22 million, beautiful. The Premier League is planning to make a new proposal to clubs this week to close the loophole that has allowed Chelsea to register a profit from selling hotels and their women's team to a sister company coming from Martin Ziegler. Look, obviously, the Premier League, they'll see that what's Chelsea doing, all the different loopholes that Chelsea are trying to find. Obviously, they're going to be on the prowl to close all of that off. Now, the question is, can we find more loopholes? Can we find more, issues in the system where we can manipulate and where we can take advantage of? I fully trust our owners, our finance team to find all of that. These guys are very business savvy. One thing that these guys know how to do is business. They know how to do business back to front. So look, it will be a problem. Now no more selling stuff to ourselves and trying to make the books look good by creating fugazi profits. So let's see what the next move is to help, to save us from PSR down the track. Last but not least, let's see if there's any other news that has dropped since we've started recording this video. You just know, right now it's all mad. But now the last news has been in regards to Dario Essugo. Since then, there's not been any huge news. But ladies and gentlemen, smash up the like button. Comment on everything we spoke about. Jadon Sancho, do you want to keep him? Why do you want to keep him? Jamie Gittens, how you feel about that? And a whole heap of other news that's been popping about. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya. Bye.